What's up, my friend? Welcome back to another video, and today we are taking a look at another orchestral tools library called Muted Brass. And this is their newest addition to the Sine lineup. They recorded Muted Brass a long time ago, actually, a couple years back, and in the process of moving all of their main collections and all of those libraries over to the Sine player, which is, of course, their own proprietary player, the newest addition is Muted Brass, and I'm very excited to show it to you today. Big thanks to OT for sending me a copy for review, of course, and we'll also do a giveaway at the very end of the video. They're actually very generous in giving away 3 copies for my subscribers. So if you want to stick around for that and hear the sounds and the patches and have a chance to enter the giveaway, then definitely stick around for that. So just so you know, it's 199 euros plus VAT for the intro price, which is 33% off for 299, which will be the regular price. This pre-order ends on August 3rd. And then they give you some details about what's included. So first of all, there's adaptive legato for all of the instruments. For horns and trumpets, not for trombones. But in terms of the actual content, you also have the solo instruments. So individually recorded horns 1 and 2, trumpets 1 and 2, and trombones 1 and 2, plus ensembles for each section as well. So you definitely get that sound without having to layer in the solo patches together to get a simulated ensemble. And then they also come with tempo synced 16th and triplet repetitions. And of course, they're recorded at the Teldec scoring stage, which gives you that beautiful, wide, expansive film scoring classical sound, if that's what you're going for. Do keep in mind, though, that this library is not intended for jazz styles. There's no special articulations like shakes and falls and doits and things like that. If you want something like that, they have the Glory Days library, which goes more into depth on those articulations. But this one is meant for just more traditional orchestral writing with mutes in the brass. Okay? So without further ado, here we are in Sine, and I've already just kind of opened up the library. This is what you see, and they have those 3 sections: horns, trumpets, and trombones. So for horns, you can see we have the stopped, horns 1 and 2, same articulations essentially. So let's close that up. And the same for the horn ensemble as well. But we just do not have the repetitions. But you have legato, you've got the sustains, you've got marcato, staccato, the repetitions, and the crescendos, and the forte piano. And then all across these other different instruments, you pretty much have the same articulations. Again, with the exception of no legato in the trombones. Cool. So let me go through the library. I'll just play through some of these patches I've loaded up. I've loaded in as many as possible to fit within the 16 tracks, and we have basically a bit of each. We'll hear legato, we'll hear some sustains, we'll hear some repetitions, and then at the end we'll kind of share our thoughts and then do the giveaway. So here we go. Let's start with the horn number 1, the stopped, and let's hear the legato for that. Here we go. Okay, let's hear horn number 2, and these are just the regular sustains, soft. So you'll notice that at the very bottom of the mod wheel, the sound is very mellow. You really don't get that mute sound. But as soon as you start putting up the mod wheel about halfway or higher, you start to get that, the harshness or the nasal quality of that stopped horn. Okay. If we take a look at the mixer, basically we just have the tree mic loaded, and it really has just that beautiful sound. Let's just have a quick listen to the spot mic, actually. I'm curious to hear how close that actually is. Right, so definitely more up close and more intimate. Let's see if we actually layer in both. Yeah, so you can, of course, blend in your own combination of your own mic mix if you want to, and then export that out. In this case, I've only downloaded the spot and the tree mics just because I think that's all I need. But they also have spot 2. There's ORTF. I think there's also an ambient mic that you can download. But usually I'll only download like the tree and the spot just so I can have that variety. Okay, let's hear some repetitions. Now we have the horn 2 stopped. And let me go back here to the performance patch. Here we go. Then we have the horn ensemble stopped legato. Man, the brass just sounds so good in the Teldex scoring stage. Like it just, the reflections just bounce off so well, and the mic setup is so clear and everything. So I just really enjoy it. Okay, let's move on to the trumpets. We're going to start with the straight mute. With this is the legato. So let's have a listen. Let's move on to the Harmon mute, half in. So here's the repetitions. Let's hear the crescendos as well. That's so good. Beautiful sound, just beautiful sound. Okay, now we have the trumpet ensemble and we have the straight mute legato. So here we go. I'm actually going to turn down the volume because I feel like the trumpets are actually a bit louder than the horns. So here we go. Let's turn that down. Then we have the Harmon with a stem in. Yeah, just a great quality there. Okay, let's hear the same stem in, but with some staccatos. All right, and then let's move on to the trombones. Again, there's no legato here, so that might be a deal breaker for you. I don't know, but let's hear some of the sustains here with the straight mute. Harmon stem half, marcato. Stem in with the staccato. And then finally, we have the bass trombone sustains. Then we have the forte piano as well with the Harmon stem in. Yeah, in terms of the sound quality, it really just hits that sweet spot. What you would come to expect from, Berlin strings, Berlin brass, Berlin woodwinds. And I feel like the sound and the tone is what usually pushes people over the edge, because in terms of the sound quality and the fidelity, Orchestral Tools is definitely up there with the very, very best. And I fell in love with Orchestral Tools sound at the very beginning when I was first getting into sample libraries. Before I discovered Cinematic Studios and Cinesamples, Orchestral Tools definitely set that standard, I think, at least for me. And I really enjoyed the sound that I heard. So this library is no exception. Again, one of the things you might find slightly lacking is just that there's no jazz style articulations. But again, that's not what this library is really meant for. You're going to get more traditional articulations, some longs, some shorts, legatos in the horns and trumpets, and then some, special repetitions, 16th notes and triplets, and then some crescendos and forte pianos for some extra juice there as well if you want those natural swells. But yeah, other than that, it's a very, very simple library. You can see the folder structure is very simple. What you get is very direct. Again, all the articulations are relatively consistent throughout the entire library, so you know exactly what you're going to get no matter what instrument it is. So there we go. Let's kind of go into the giveaway. Again, Orchestral Tools is very generously giving us 3 copies. And so just to enter the giveaway, all you got to do is follow the same 3 rules as we usually do in the previous giveaways. Number 1, fill out the form below in the description box. If you want to click that link, and you can head on over to the page where you can enter in your details, and you'll be entered in automatically into the system to potentially win a copy. Number 2 is I would love for you to leave a comment in the not description box, but in the comment section. Let me know why you want this library, and let me know what kind of music you would also use the library for. I always love to hear what kind of music you're writing, and what new tools will help you with that process. So let me know in a comment below as well. And then third and finally, just leave a like on this video. It always helps the channel, and I really do appreciate it. And your support means the world to me, and it keeps the channel going. So thank you again. Thank you, Orchestral Tools. Thank you to you for entering and watching. And the results will be announced in a couple of days, so just stay tuned for that. And again, I'm only contacting the entrants through email, nowhere else. So definitely make sure you fill out the form. If there's any other profiles pretending to be me, don't entertain them, don't contact them. Just know that I'm only contacting you through email. Okay? Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I'll catch you in the next one, and take care. Bye-bye.